Hello everyone, this is Cody from the Rancor's Brothel. Are you looking for dice or accessories for your tabletop gaming? Look no further than Metallic Dice Games, a premium vendor of metallic and gemstone dice. Listeners of this podcast can receive 10% off any purchase anytime by using the promo code RBP10. So head on over to metallicdicegames.com for all your gaming needs. And don't forget to use the promo code RBP10 to save 10% on any purchase. Enjoy the show.
The Rancor's Brothel presents The Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
If we're looking for clues on to where to find Hurley, the only thing we have is this clown doesn't like him. So
this is true. It's surprisingly cramped in here.
Surprisingly, with all the clowns? I don't think so.
You can roll, what is search, perception?
I imagine it's a small tent, and there's like 20 clowns that reside in it.
Oh, God damn it.
But it's like the TARDIS, so when you go inside, it's bigger than it looks like on the outside, but it's still cramped.
20.
23.
16.
What are we rolling for again?
Perception.
Just perception.
Yikes.
You guys come across a lot of unblown balloons. You come across...
Are we sure they're balloons?
Yes.
Okay.
There's balloons. There is... I don't know. They're like the scepters that they hold when they blow fire against them. You also find like matches, and you find the alcohol or oil that they put in their mouths.
Bright alcohol.
There's a couple
I
of...
believe is the term.
Yeah, there's some things for like tumbling, like some small trampolines and that sort of thing. With your 20, if you search far enough, you do come upon a diary. And as you thumb through it, you don't really find, like, it's all just sort of like the acts that they're planning and the acts that they've done. And some of it is interaction with patrons and some of it's interaction with Witch and Light, which isn't really that informative. It's just like, had a good conversation. It's nothing like divulging much information. But on one of the last pages within the past few weeks, you do see scrawled in there, heard Hurley disappeared, ha ha ha. And that's really all you see.
Is this Thaco's diary? Or
you can imagine it's Thaco's diary. But like, it just says, heard Hurley disappeared, ha ha ha. Don't have to mess with him anymore. Like, that's it. That's really all the info you find in there.
Okay.
There are really no clues to his disappearance other than the clown not giving a shit.
So it seems like he's legitimately just a douchebag.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's no help.
No.
What are the other, like, well, you said we saw Pelasia's other fishbowl.
Her traveling bowl.
Most of the wagons would be used for carrying or holding, like, the tent stakes and the
supply,
canopies.
the supply ones,
Yes.
gotcha, and like the equipment.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else we want to try and do? Because,
Not that I can think of.
do we want to check?
He tossed us a red herring in a bit.
Maybe.
You two roll me checks, the two of you who work for the carnival.
Roll a what?
Int check.
Unnatural 20.
Or history. I'll even give you history if that's better.
An astounding 3.
Unnatural 20.
For some reason it occurs to you that you know the schedule and you know when Thaco has to go out and work within the next hour or so. He will not be standing where he is now.
Gotcha. And he was just standing up against something, right?
He was leaning up against Witch and Light's cabin.
Gotcha. And he said they weren't there.
He did claim that they were not there. You didn't hear voices or anything coming from it then. So.
Naps. They just part of the big show.
So you are aware of when Thaco has to work.
Okay. So Thaco leaves soon-ish.
Probably within the next hour.
Yeah. Out of curiosity, side note, would anybody want to check lost property for anything?
For the most part, you would know that that's just like literally shit people leave behind.
Okay, I didn't know if like anything.
I thought about that to see if it was.
Yeah, like if anything.
He's holding my ability to write in lost property.
You've been told where your ability is at.
We know.
Yeah. Who knows, though? I know I got a.
I was just curious, like maybe Lost Property might have clues on like stuff that
You can go to Lost Property if you want.
It would have been funny to go there at the beginning.
I mean, I got a paragraph for you. If you wanna
well,
go there.
we can think about checking that after we not raid, but wait for Thaco to wander off.
If you guys want to wait till Thaco wanders off, you can come back. By the time you come back, Burly isn't there. He's patrolling. Thaco's missing. It's a seemingly empty area.
Caravan area. All right. Well, I guess do we want to go up and knock on Witch and Light's caravan?
Are you knocking on their caravan, or are you like trying to?
I'm asking the group. Do we want to knock or?
I will walk up to the caravan and knock.
Okay.
Witch and light. Witch and light. Witch and light.
And he says he has no artistic ability.
That's just a habit.
You hear nothing. You don't hear a response.
You hear
Nothing.
is the door locked?
So test the door handle.
Yeah, jiggle the handle.
Yeah. Do it. Do it.
Would Witch and Light be as so confident that no one would try to go into their caravan that they don't lock the door?
We'll have to test the door now to find
I
out.
don't know if I want to.
Who's okay with not keeping their hand if this goes very south? You never know what kind of weird magic traps people put on their doors.
It's true.
I vote the automaton opens the door.
I'll open the door.
Cool. Because we can always replace your hand later.
Pretty much. Mending works like that for me.
Exactly.
If someone ever learns mending.
Hey, until then, we can get you a really awesome metal hook.
Just have a hook for a hand.
Except
Or a spider pup thing.
he has a sock puppet.
I have a spider sock puppet. I don't brush it. I just shoved my stump inside. Now I have a spider hand.
And he has 8
Or
fingers.
if you did brush it, your hand would run away.
It's true.
Is he attached
I guess
to the
I'm going to try
hand?
to open the door. Since there was no response, is it locked? Is it open? I jiggle the handle. Anything happen? Do I trigger a warding spell?
He jiggles the handle. The door yells at him, "Stop doing that."
Does the caravan explode, destroying its contents?
Sure does. No, it opens.
Oh. Does it open like a squeak? Or is it pretty...
Of course.
Oh, okay, of course. Makes sense.
We all have to walk in like this.
We have to walk in with a weird thriller walk to slowly enter, try not to, and step on every squeaky board. So, as we go. Is this one of the it's bigger on the inside kind of places? Nope. Okay.
I mean, it's not a small caravan.
Do they have hammocks or bunk beds?
They have separate beds.
Okay. Are they hammocks or actual beds?
No, they're beds. There's one on either side.
Okay.
Still no bunk bed.
You see that one of them is quite a mess. The other one is very well kept.
I bet the gestury one is the one that's a mess. I guess look around. Perception. Is it lit or dark?
So lit. It's probably dark. It's a little dark in there, but you can
It's
probably-
okay. I have dark vision.
There
I
are,
don't.
yeah. I mean, there are windows, so you could probably see in it.
All right. Well, I got a 15.
16.
Just two. There's two of you. 3 of you.
I got a 9.
Okay.
Oh, what did we roll?
Roll perception.
Perception.
We're looking inside the caravan.
Gosh, 7.
The higher numbers, you kind of flip through some shit. One of you, whoever rolled highest,
Yep.
you come across a little hat box.
Do I get a top hat?
A little.
The
top
16 did.
Yep. You find a hat box, and it's in the mess of the messy side of the room.
Okay. Can we look in the hat box?
You find the crown for the Witchlight Monarch, which is typically given to a patron at the end of the night.
Well, let's leave it here. We don't need to steal the crown.
That would make everybody sad.
Yes. Because everybody wants to be crowned monarch.
Can I touch it just to see if it gives me magic power?
Is it made of paper? Is it something I could go pick up at a nearby fast food restaurant? Is it one of those kinds of crowns?
It just sings when you put it on. screams when you don't.
Or is it something like from Harry Potter and it's a port key and we get sent somewhere else when it gets put on our head?
No, it tells you your deepest, darkest secrets.
It's my subconscious?
No, it's your conscious.
That's all you seem to find.
So we just found the crown. There's nothing really else.
Unless you're
in
looking
here.
for something further, that's it.
Let's leave this here and get the hell out
Yep,
of here.
we'll put it back. We'll just get out. There's nothing in here. I guess we can go try to look around for people.
Okay. There another attraction you'd like to go to?
We never went to the dragonfly rides.
We could check out the Calliope, the Pixie Kingdom. What is the Pixie Kingdom like a smaller version?
Calliope is directly across from you.
Yeah, I know. It's just right in the middle. Is the Pixie Kingdom like tiny caravans? And
Does
a little
it?
tiny Ferris wheel?
You would be aware that patrons
Wait, before you answer
ingest
that.
something that make them tiny to
Oh,
hang
no.
out for a little bit.
Never mind.
Okay.
No,
Because
it's
I was like,
still
everything's
applicable.
tiny.
Do they play the music? It's a small world the whole time you're in there.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
But it's the like non-copyrighted version. So it's like,
Yeah.
it's a tiny place after it.
Let's do it.
Which one do you want to go to?
Pixie Kingdom.
All right, Pixie Kingdom it
Pixie
is.
Kingdom.
And it's like, all right, they make you smaller.
Go ahead and push yourself up another hour, by the way.
Everyone else shrinks a decent amount. I only sort of shrink. Like I'm already small, so I get slightly smaller.
And everybody turns and said, "It's Godzilla."
Basically, what happens is everyone else shrinks down to my size.
A copse of oak trees shelters a miniaturized fairground. At its heart, a hamster runs inside a tiny Ferris wheel, encircled by minuscule wagons and candy stalls. A pixie sits cross-legged in the hollow of a tree at the entrance to this realm. You guys who work here know this pixie's name is Jeremy Plum.
Hi, Jeremy.
Well, hello. What are you guys doing here?
Just having fun. We met some people here, showing them all the good attractions. Yours is one of the better
This is
ones.
one of the best, isn't it?
It is.
It is one ticket punch to enter.
Alrighty.
I got a ticket punch.
He will punch your tickets. He says, now before you enter, I suggest you adopt yourself a temporary pixie name.
Piximus.
Roll a d8.
Roll a d8. I got a 1.
There it is.
8.
2.
3.
So for the 1, it's Bright Might.
Bright Might.
You said you got a 2?
Puppet, the pixie boy.
I got a 2.
You got a 2? Cobweb. What was yours?
8.
Toad Hop.
That's not the best
3.
name.
Cotton Candy.
Better than cotton candy.
It's so inappropriate. He should be slimy or toadstool.
I'm Bright Might.
Oh, that's what it is. Jeremy reaches into a pouch and sprinkles pixie dust on you.
I appreciate your race, just not you.
It's pocket sand. He throws pocket sand.
Amnesia dust.
Amnesia dust.
He says, now take this vial, and when you reach the Pixie Kingdom, drink it, and you will become tiny for 1 hour.
Does the vial say drink me?
It does.
Oh, perfect.
If we don't drink it, could we just be a giant that takes over the pixie world?
This is my land now.
But you wouldn't get the full effect of the
Godzilla.
attraction.
I pour it on everything, so everything else gets smaller. Even smaller.
This is actually kind of funny. Like, there's really, honestly, this is really it. Nothing really incredible happens in here. All it says in here is that as tiny characters, you have disadvantage on strength checks and strength saving throws. The character's weapons deal 2d4 less damage. It can't change until this change can't reduce the damage below 1, though. That's it. Like, you guys just hang out with pixies for an hour, and then you can pop out.
Sweet.
There's probably, like, I'm sure there's food and stuff in there. I mean,
Well, then let's
eating?
get wasted with some pixies.
We're gonna get wasted with pixies.
Chocolate waste.
You find, like, some awesome candy.
Oh, I was about to say, these pixies are probably going to have candy.
Corus doesn't eat enough candy.
They have, like, things filled with sugar that's just flavored. Like sticks that pixies would carry.
Flavored pixie sticks.
Nope, hate those things. They're terrible.
They rot your teeth.
You pick up some candy?
Sure. I'll take candy.
What kind of candy are we eating?
I'm worried this pixie candy's going to come into play later.
Almost like Pop Rocks.
Ooh.
That type of thing.
They scream in my mouth.
They just do nothing in mine. They're just...
Crunch, crunch, crunch.
I spit in the puppet's mouth.
What? And I'm just like, it's not doing anything. It just, and now it sizzles and pops. I'm like, what's happening? I spit in the puppet's mouth. The puppet is like, what?
Do you guys need some space?
Further on, it's a tranquil oasis that's compared to the rest of the bustling carnival. The air is filled with an aroma of blackberry wine and flower blossoms. 8 brightly painted doorways are nestled at the bark of the bases of the surrounding trees. This is the kingdom of the pixies here.
So are we at 7 hours now?
There are 12 pixies that reside during the carnival hours that you're aware of.
Probably 7 after this.
Okay.
You can ride the pine cone is one of the small rides.
Ride the pine cone.
The kingdom centerpiece is a pixie a pixie palace made entirely of old cocoon husks, beautifully woven. You can dine.
Do they want my wasp nest?
Sure, they'll take it.
You give them
They
your
can
paper
dine
wasp
in
nest in a jar.
They can dine on cucumelon sandwiches.
Cucumelon?
Yeah. And thimbleberry tarts inside of one of the cottages. You can ride the wheel if you wish, which is powered by a talkative hamster named Biscuit.
Oh my god!
I want to talk to Biscuit. Even though
Biscuit will talk to you. He will just fucking talk.
Oh,
He doesn't
Biscuit.
stop talking as he's running.
Can he speak in
Like he's
Sylvan or
running this
anything?
wheel and he's like he's just going. You know the mouse and like the old Tom and Jerry cartoons. It's like his cousin that is the only one that speaks.
Yeah.
That's what's got. It's just fucking talking.
Awesome.
He does not stop.
You must have taken too much of the blackberry wine. Just going.
You do overhear one of them saying, "Everyone's on the lookout for a Kenku, so be careful."
Keep an eye out for it, I swear.
One of them says, "I heard Candlefoot finally can speak."
Yes, we helped with that.
You did? Oh, it's amazing.
Yes.
I can't wait for the wedding.
We can't either. You're not married yet?
You find out that Burly actually often talks philosophy with one of the gondola swans.
Really?
I can't imagine who.
They claim that he has brains as well as brawn.
Well, that's fine. Can't say you can't have both.
That's
what,
really the Pixie Kingdom. You guys just kind of hang out
That's
and
fine.
Featherina said.
overhear some stuff.
So then we proceed 1 hour.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
We'll be at 7 then.
Okay.
All right.
Also, you push up one more on the track.
Ooh, we got all the happy face.
When you guys exit the Pixie Kingdom, you see Burly come around the corner and wave you down.
Oh, I was like, wait, we're not tiny anymore. I was like, oh, we're in trouble.
Boom, 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 boom.
All right, we made it happy.
He says, Mr. Witch and Light want to speak to you.
I'm concerned.
No, don't worry. It's nothing to worry about.
Oh, okay.
They asked me to come find you.
Alrighty. Well, let's
So
go.
he brings you back to
the caravan circle.
the caravan circle. See Thaco like spit and walk away.
Love you too, Thaco.
Totally worth
Thaco's a
it.
bitch.
I just
Burly
smiled at
Burly kind of under his breath whispers that he is an over the hill carnival attraction.
You're just an old. Who cares?
He is an old. He's kind of a geezer. That's the picture of him. That's the best I can get for you.
Thaco.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I pictured thinner.
Yeah. No. He doesn't even fit in his tights. Like
Yeah.
the big dude. Mm-hmm. Clearly in his 50s, just kind of living out the dream.
I'm picturing Danny DeVito now.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kind of. Yeah. No, he could absolutely be.
Except Danny DeVito's nice.
In real life.
Yeah, his characters tend to be jerks.
Except for in Animal Crackers, he was a great clown.
Yeah, he was cool in that.
The door opens. Inside, a flamboyant elf grins from ear to ear as he welcomes you into the wagon. Please come in. It's a delight to meet you all. I am Mr. Light. This is my associate, Mr. Witch. As he gestures to a stocky elf lounging on a bunk, Mr. Witch nods to you and then doffs his top hat.
I'm not gonna lie, I never imagine elves being stocky, but when he says that, I was like, huh. Mm-hmm. That's an interesting thought.
Had
I'll
one
show
too
you
many
pictures
piggy
of
putties.
They're all very lithe and like slim and such. You never really think stocky elf.
It's kind of like a skinny dwarf.
Yeah. Yep. So they're the two on the cover. Okay.
Yes.
Mr. Light is the jester-y
And
one.
Mr. Witch is
Jester-
Ebenezer Scrooge.
A little bit, yeah. That's what I thought when I saw him too.
Light and Witch.
Always checking that watch.
That was a glowy watch from the image.
Very weird that. You see, he does. He checks his watch like as soon as he walks in, and as soon as you walk in, he flips it closed and puts it back. Mr. Light gestures towards his. You guys enter the wagon, I assume.
Yeah.
He closes the door and kind of claps a little happily. He doesn't really sit. He kind of jumps up. He kind of does one of these things where he jumps up into his seat and like tucks in.
Oh, okay.
Very, very happy.
I imagined that. So he's very jovial.
Absolutely.
Wow.
He picks up his scepter and points to it. He says, "Yes, the Witchlight vein I have here. It picks up the mood in the carnival, and it appears that you have it expresses a lot of gratitude for what you've done here. You've seemed to made the carnival very happy. We appreciate that."
We tried.
He says, "I know, of course, the two of you, albeit vaguely. What are you two doing here? What is your true reason for visiting the carnival today?"
I have a need.
A need for speed.
I thought it would be more cowbell.
Tink, tink, tink.
Cowbells used to make him smile, so he avoids them.
Well, you know, I can't do that anymore. Do it.
I forgot how to write. I'm here to find out how. Or why.
Okay. But and you?
I should probably tell for my grimace.
A slight chuckle and no smile. I cannot express joy. I have
kinda
lost
looks over
the
at-
ability to smile.
He kind of looks over at Mr. Witch, who scratches his chin and says, "I vaguely remember you. Some years ago, you snuck into our carnival, didn't you? Without a ticket?"
Yep.
Yeah.
Here's my ticket, though. I paid this time.
That would explain things. As you were probably told at the time, everything has a cost. If you don't have a ticket, you still have to pay something.
Something abstract.
Yeah, but kids don't really quite understand the concept of consequences.
You do now.
Well, a life of dour expression will do that to you.
Well, how
And
do
he
we
kind of
get
looks at
this?
the two of you and says, "You jumped on roughly 10 years ago, yes?
Sure.
And you maybe 12?
Okay, I've got a question about that. We do understand that the carnival only comes around every 8 years.
The carnival only comes to this world every 8 years. There are
Okay.
multiple worlds and
Yeah,
planes of dimension that it goes to.
Okay.
It rotates locations.
Yes.
So you can
It
hop
will
on
jump to a world, and it will be in that outside of that town, perhaps, for a night, and then it will go to another town, and then to another town, and then when they decide to, they'll go to a different world.
That's what I was wanting to get a hold of, because I
Yeah.
wasn't made clear if
Sorry.
it disappeared here every eight years for 8 hours, and that's it, or
Not this. No, not specifically.
okay.
It just moves. It's like a traveling carnival.
Sometimes it seems like 12 years. Sometimes it seems like a week. Sometimes it seems like even longer.
But you were patrons first.
Yes.
Are you in the same boat as these two, I presume?
That's correct.
Pretty sure I'm okay. I don't think anything's off with me.
Mr. Light just kind of chimes in. Well, forces are at work out of our hands.
Yeah, no, it seems like you've sold our happiness to some hags.
Just,
He sort of goes a little wide-eyed and says, "I have no idea what you mean."
Sure, the unicorns just tell us lies. You have lying unicorns?
We have no flying unicorns here, so we don't know what you speak of.
Lying unicorns.
unicorn.
Lying unicorns? If we had little unicorns, they would probably lie, wouldn't they?
All I know is one of the unicorns told me to look for someone named Scabatha.
You're going to need to make, persuasion
Scabatha.
rolls, probably, something to get stuff out of them.
Scabatha.
Intimidate, persuasion, whatever works for you.
I got a 15 on persuasion.
You got 17 on persuasion?
19.
Wow.
Nat one.
You need a different set of dice, my friend. Try these orange ones.
But again, skill checks don't. You still get a.
I got a 3, but yeah.
It's nothing major, but it's still not just a
No,
one.
I mean a 1's a 1, right?
Yeah, and skill checks ones are just a low.
You guys, I don't know, say something, stare them down, whatever, and Mr.
glare
Light
at him.
kind of scratches the back of his neck and looks at Mr. Witch, who kind of just drops a sigh, and he says, yes, we are not the carnival's original owners. Our management was through an honest pact with the owner of another carnival. You see, the two carnivals came to the same plane, world. We all went out for drinks, and we had too much of a good time. We were intrigued by the idea of swapping carnivals. And so we did. And we decided that at the time that the carnivals meet again, we will swap back. So far, Mr. Light and I have been quite happy that this hasn't occurred.
What was your previous carnival?
Yeah.
This is why you don't have too much of a good time.
Right, but my point is, it seems like, at least just from what we've gathered, that these two characters seem to belong to this carnival.
They simply say that, well, if you're not aware of what we are Shatter Kai, elves of the Shadowfall.
Oh, makes sense.
This is where our original carnival dwelled, along the edges of Shadowfell.
So this one's more lively, I guess.
It was a shadow-themed carnival,
Yeah. So
darker, more mysterious,
gritty.
And we found after so many years of running this one that it actually heightened our moods. We became more jovial. We accepted life a little easier, and we kind of don't want to leave.
So the other one's more of like the Snyder cut.
I wish it would give me the name of it, but I think you're right. The carnival they're speaking of is described in detail in Van Richten's Guide to Ravenloft.
Yeah, that's the carnival.
Damn it.
I just can't remember the name of it.
It's just the carnival.
Yeah.
That's literally what it's called.
Now, your characters wouldn't know what the fuck that is, but for
yeah.
funsies, people at home, it's part of Ravenloft.
If you want information on it, I can get you that stuff.
I can probably find it if I looked hard enough in this book, but it's not in the page that it probably
That's
should
fine.
be.
But no, when it says it's in that, it's covered in. Yeah, that's the carnival I was talking about.
Yep.
So who's the purveyor of that carnival?
It actually doesn't give me the name. It just says the other owner.
The other owner.
Yeah, it's one of the domains of dread.
Cool.
No wonder these guys give off such a wonderful aura.
The genre is body horror and dark fantasy of that carnival.
Neat.
Wandering domain of wonders. Here you go.
They also say, and yes, we are aware of the pact with the Hourglass Coven, of course. The reason your abilities, I suppose, have been removed is sort of out of our hands.
So you made a deal with the hag to make sure that these carnivals don't cross again, basically.
This one's very smart, isn't he?
Seems to probably be the smartest of us. If I can guess. I'm just slightly above average intelligence. He seems to be more so.
And part of that deal is them taking stuff, from what I'm guessing.
They are a coven of 3, Bevlorna, Endelin, and Skabatha.
So who's the youngest?
Which one's Sarah Jessica Parker?
Know how to
So does one fly in a vacuum?
There you go.
do you know how we can make contact with them?
Well, that would involve entering Prismir. It's a Bilna's domain. He kind of looks at Mr. Light and kind of shrugs, and Mr. Light kind of says, little wide open armed, and says out loud. Mr. Light chimes in. You see, the Hourglass Coven sort of usurped Zabilna's domain in the Feywild. We're not entirely sure how they accomplished it, but we actually are with you. We would like nothing more than these hags to be defeated. Zabilna return to power. We
you'd
dare
rather-
not play a part in this.
So are you wanting your old carnival back?
By God, no.
Okay.
But the coven, if ended in one way or another, well, our patrons wouldn't have to lose things, and perhaps even those things lost would be returned. Your lost things could be returned, and the countless others across time. We're not sure how their magic works, but it's a possibility, I suppose.
Well,
Do you have a way for us to get into
do you have
Presmere?
any clues, ways, direct
Magic
line,
door.
subway system?
Mr. Light kind of takes a scepter in his hand and spins it a little bit, and the little butterfly kind of spins around. He says, after the crowning, meet us in the Hall of Illusion.
Okay. We can do that.
Not the mystery mine. That's so strange.
He kind of, that again and again, Mr. Witch kind of opens up this very bright looking watch and says, it's about time. We need to get to the Big Top. And clasps it.
Okay.
It is about time for the crowning.
All right. Well, it says crowning of the Witchlight Monarch.
I would like to try to look out for Kettle Steam on
Yeah.
our way.
Keep an eye out for Kettle Steam because Kettle Steam's
Maybe make the way by the carousel again and see if she's loitering about there still, or
I mean, sure, yeah, you can find her. I mean,
Drag her
it's a
along.
big sea of people, but a Kenku would probably stand out.
a large raven person.
Yeah, I mean, you can find her.
Hey, gorgeous,
she's
get
heading
over
toward the
here.
Big Top as well for the crowning.
okay. Well, I will fill her in on
Our plan.
our plan. It seems that not all of it necessarily. I will say that essentially it's been confirmed that these hags have sort of taken control of Presmere, have usurped Zabilna, and taken our joys, whatever you want to call them,
Taking something from each of us
Yeah.
as well.
They just call them lost things in this
Yeah.
book. So.
and we
May have a way to get
may have a way to get to Presmere if you would like to come.
I would rather stay.
Okay.
I don't feel as though I have the power to help you. My magic is dwindling,
Yeah. That makes sense.
but I do hope that you succeed. And thank you.
Do you have any magical items that could aid us upon our quest?
She gave it away to a guy who couldn't talk.
Gotcha. Well, that's because she took it from him too.
Yep.
It's only fair.
The crowning of the Witchlight Monarch. It is 4 a.m, by the way.
It's only insert time.
It's 4 a.m. That's
Okay.
what time it happens. Most of the carnival stars play a part in this coronation. It celebrates the joyous zeal of a single guest. Spectators take their seats in the Big Top. You see, you guys would know, the two of you would know who this is. Dilagran, the Displacer Beast, escorts Mr. Witch from the wagon to the coronation, leaving Thacko the Clown behind to guard the staff area. Mr. Witch and Dilagran stand on the sidelines next to Candlefoot as Mr. Light gives an opening speech and the monarch is selected.
I think that this Placer Beast is on the back of the book.
Yes, that is true. She was at a different location you just didn't go to.
Oh.
There's all kinds of places you
Gotcha.
didn't go to, which is fine. You don't have to. Mr. Light's Witchlight Veins begins to spin. The mood of the carnival is very positive, as you guys are aware.
Good work, all.
As the witch vein begins to spin, it appears to stop in your direction, your group's direction.
Which one of us gets the crown?
I mean, you kind of all work together.
Roll initiative.
What's going to happen is we're going to roll, and the person that gets the best roll is going to be our friend Corus
Apparently,
here.
it goes to you. I rolled a d4.
You,
That's what it is.
you being Chinnopio.
Chinnopio.
Chinnopio is excited. Chinnopio got to be on the big top on the center stage. Now Chinnopio has been the Witchlight Monarch. Chinnopio's dreams are coming true.
So you give it to the puppet on meth. Got it.
If this hat stays, Chinnopio will wear this hat the rest of the campaign. This is my crown. Chinnopio is ecstatic.
Mr. Witch removes the crown of golden butterflies from the hat box and places it on your head. Mr. Light knights the monarch with the weather vane.
Does it happen to like shrink to fit him? Is that a thing or is it just?
I would say yes, it is a magical item.
Oh, good. Ooh.
No,
I'm going to tune to it.
It just becomes a collar.
Happy clowns shower you and the other two, you and Mr. Light and Mr. Witch in glitter. Witch and Light escort the monarch on a circuit of the stage while Pelagia and the mermaid sings a joyous song and pixies flutter all around her.
Chinnopio is having the time of his life.
When her song concludes, Mr. Light leads the monarch on a parade throughout the carnival. The other guests following as Burly the bugbear sets off fireworks.
I'm princess waving to everyone.
Meanwhile, Dialogrum escorts Mr. Witch back to his wagon. It's only Mr. Light is leading. The Witchlight monarch gains the following charm and instantly becomes aware of his benefits. You get Charm of the Monarch. You can sprout a pair of beautiful butterfly wings.
Oh, heck yes.
As long as you have the wings, you gain flying speed equal to your walking speed. And you gain a +5 bonus on all charisma-based ability checks.
Oh,
Wow.
That is awesome for the warlock.
It only lasts 1 hour.
That's fine.
After you use the charm 3 times, it vanishes from you. You're also aware, by the way, at the end of the night... I just bumped my mic. You're aware... Yay! All my notes! You're aware that at the end of the night, the crown itself does like disappear and returns to the box on its own. That's the magic of it.
Wait, is the
So
charm part of the crown?
You don't keep the crown, but you will forever be named Witchlight.
Okay.
Witchlight Monarch.
So when I lose the crown, do I lose the charm, or is the charm something I keep until...
It only lasts an hour period. It lasts for the hour of the celebration, and then it's gone.
Okay. Well, then I'll remember.
But everyone greets you as Your Majesty or Your Highness.
I thought the charm of the monarch could be used 3 times, then it disappeared.
It's within an hour. I can use it 3 times, and then it disappears immediately, or after an hour, it's gone.
So yeah, that's what happens the last hour.
That's freaking awesome.
Once that ends, I presume you start heading towards the Hall of Illusion.
Yep, that's fine. I'm just straight up like, I am your monarch.
I hope you activated the charm and are flying around on your wings.
Oh,
right
I
now.
am. I'm not walking. I'm literally just like fluttering next to you guys as we're walking around. It's the best. And just...
Life is beautiful.
Only thing I can think of that would be better is we're walking in a group and you just keep flittering around and like
of course. That is what I'm doing.
bizarre circles.
I am just as frantic as possible.
With the
I actually think it's funny that it went to you.
He's flying.
I love the fact that it went to me. Chinnopio is living his best life
Exactly
right
what you
now.
wanted this whole time.
Yeah,
He didn't even know this was his dream until he had it.
exactly. This
You
was my greatest
guys,
hope.
you guys meet them outside the Hall of Illusion.
All right, I'm still flittering around.
Most of the patrons have gone. Few of them are being ushered out as the carnival is about to close up and disappear.
Is Candlefoot over here?
No.
Okay.
Candlefoot's probably with his betrothed at this point.
His betrothed.
He actually, I think it's written, he refuses to leave her side now.
Oh,
He has waterproof pajamas.
As Witch and Light move through the Hall of Illusions, their reflections in the mirrors show them as gloomy Shatterkai children. Your own youthful reflections following behind. Soon, they call you to a halt. The mirrors now reflecting everyone's true age. Mr. Witch addresses you in a hushed tone.
so does he look like ancient, or he looks like a little kid?
No, in the mirrors initially, they both looked like children.
Okay,
Now they look normal.
Now they look how they looked before. Okay, I got confused. All right.
They're fun mirrors. They change you, right?
Yeah.
Well, you
They
said
change you different.
their true age, so
Yeah,
I think the question was it reflecting something different?
No. It shows
what they
how they
looked like when we saw them normally.
Yeah.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what threw me off. Is like they're kids, and now it reflects their true age. I'm like,
Ancient monstrosity.
You guys probably
of
would have
terror
noticed. You guys
and
probably would have noticed that as you were walking, that like his mirror is just like an acorn or something.
yeah, mine just shows a piece of wood uncut, just a log moving across the ground.
Little acorn with legs. Trying to keep up.
It's log.
It's like Sheldon from freaking Garfield cartoon.
Garfield cartoon. Yeah.
I'm Plank.
I was thinking more like the Ren and Stimpy log.
Yeah, I know. Oh, it's log.
Mr. Witch
Think
addresses
it's heavy,
you.
it's wood.
He says,
Better than bad, it's good.
everything you seek and more lies beyond this mirror. If you mean to step through, then stand in front of the glass and repeat this rhyme. Hither, thither, here and there, wander yonder, show me where.
I stand front, hither, thither, here and there. I forgot already. I'm not good at these things.
Wander yonder, show me where.
Hither, thither, here or there. Wander yonder, show me where.
A big portal opens up in the mirror.
Through the portal. Do I still have my wings?
For a little while.
All right, I'm fluttering through the portal.
Follow me.
Yeah, I just immediately like, wee. I did a little loop-de-loop before I went through.
Yeah, make sure he doesn't kill himself.
As you are stepping through, you do hear him say, "Remember, this is a one-way trip."
What?
I mean, that was going to be my question before I go through.
Well,
so if he wants
he would
to
tell
jump
you
through-
that specifically this is a one-way portal.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't say that you can't come back this way.
Yeah.
There's probably a way you can come back.
Okay.
This isn't it, and he doesn't.
Does
know.
that little rhyme only work on this mirror?
Yes.
Or is that a way for us to get back?
This is the only mirror that this rhyme works on.
Okay.
Gotcha. Well, I've already
At least that he's aware of.
Yeah, this is you guys talking after I've did my loop-de-loop through the thing, hearing this is a one-way portal. I was like, what? And I'm just already through it. I'm flying through the time stream portal tube right now.
Floating through the Stargate.
Basically.
It dilates so he doesn't leave before we catch up with him.
Imagine sliders.
As soon as you touch the surface of the mirror, sort of like a Stargate, you are pulled through.
That's what happened. I went right into it.
You also hear him state, "Mind the rule of 3, future, present, past." And you hear Light state, "Find the alicorn and free the dormant queen at last."
Find the
then-
alicorn.
Alicorn.
Maybe slow down on those things?
Oh, sorry.
Remember the
Mind
rule of three.
mind the rule of 3, future, present, past. Find the alicorn, ALICORN, and free the dormant queen at last.
I know I've heard of an alicorn. I can't remember what one is, though.
It's the one with the unicorn horn and the Pegasi wings.
That's what it is.
Yeah, it can fly and stab people.
Yeah.
You guys,
Found that I would be unstoppable.
Depending on which kind of mythos, it also has magic beams.
your eyes kind of adjust a little bit.
Mine didn't change.
You no longer hear any kind of sound from the carnival at all. You stand at the edge of a raised and broken causeway under a hazy twilight sky. The causeway, which is built from pale stones that glow faintly from within, towers over the surrounding landscape. Large sections of it have crumbled away. The parts that remain in place are separated by large gaps where portions have collapsed. Fog, shrouded swamp spreads out below you in all directions, and up from its murk wafts the smell of rotting plants. Also rising from the swamp is the music of nature, a discordant symphony of croaking frogs and singing birds. We'll stop there, and you guys can go to level 2. Thank you all for listening. The Wild Beyond the Witchlight is co-written by Stacey Allen, Will Doyle, Ari Levitch, and Chris Perkins. You can find us online at rancorsbrothel.com and on Facebook at Fans of the Rancor's Brothel.